Hello students, this video is for class 10th biology. The chapter name is life processes and the topic is excretion. So first you will see here what is excretion first. So excretion is a biological process by which the waste material which are produced during metabolism are removed from the body. So unwanted substances, those are produced during metabolic activities, the toxic chemicals, substances, these are removed from the body. So this removal of metabolic toxic is called excretion. So this also regulates the fluid, body fluid, also regulate water content and the pH of our body fluid. So this is very important process that takes place in the body, in the living system. Excretion, removal of excess substances which are produced or toxic substances which are produced during metabolic activities, that is called excretion. Removal of the waste material is called excretion. Okay, so now excretion in human beings, you will study here excretion in human beings. So first of all you will understand the organs which are involved in excretion in human beings. So the main organ are the kidneys, which are involved in the excretion of nitrogenous waste from the body. So see first the structure of human excretory system here. So the first of all you see the structure of kidney, that excretory system. See here, this two kidneys are there, left and right. Renal artery that brings blood to the kidney, and renal vein that collect the blood from the kidney, and then aorta, main artery entering to the kidneys, and then left ureter and right ureters, two ureters are there that bring the urine to the ureter, and the vena cava, that is main vein of the that is taking blood from the kidneys, and urinary bladder that collects urine that is produced by the kidneys, and the urethra, this is the opening of the urinary bladder, that time to time when it is filled, the valve, the sphincter muscles, they open and the blood is that urine is discharged from here. So this is urethra, the opening of the bladder. So this structure is of excretory system in human beings, consists of two kidneys, two ureters, one urinary bladder and the urethra, and left and right ureters, the tubes which are originating from the kidneys and opening to the ureter, urinary bladder. This, so this is the structure of human excretory system. So finally, in kidneys, what are the units of kidneys which are producing urine? So you now in the next section you will study the structure of the unit by which the kidneys are made up of. So these structures, they are called nephron. So this is the structure of nephron. So these kidneys are made up of millions of nephrons. So this is a nephron by which the kidneys are made up of. Many millions of nephrons are present in the kidneys. So this is the structure of nephron. See here, the renal artery that is bringing blood to the that is called glomerulus. The renal artery that divide into many fine capillaries. Here this is called glomerulus, and the cup-like structure here, this is called Bowman's capsule. This Bowman's capsule is there. Renal artery that is leaving the Bowman's capsule here, and tubular part of the nephron that is highly coiled. This, so the filtrate which is filtered from this part, this is a glomerulus, So what is happening? The blood that is brought by these renal arteries, and this renal arteries divided into many fine capillaries, and these capillaries, from these capillaries blood is filtered to the Bowman's capsule here. So this is the portion where filtrate is coming from this portion, and after filtration the left fluid that is collected by this renal artery, this part, and this again open into the branch of renal vein in the form of renal vein, because it is collecting the blood from here, renal vein, renal artery, and this is the tubular part of this. This is Henle loop, this is convoluted tube, and this is called Henle loop, and this is Bowman's capsule, and this is called collecting duct is here. See this collecting duct. So collecting duct, convoluted tubes, Henle loop, Bowman's capsule, this makes the whole nephron, that is called unit of excretory system. Okay, so this is a structure of unit of excretory system. Now this is other diagram of nephron, and here three portions are clearly shown: convoluted tubes and Henle loop. This Henle loop is there, and this is distal tube. So two tubes are there, proximal and distal convoluted tubes, and this is collecting duct. So this the structure of nephron here. This is a unit of excretory system. Okay, now the steps of urine formation in kidneys or in nephron. So there are three steps mainly: glomerular filtration, reabsorption, and secretion. Secretion, glomerular filtration, and reabsorption. After these three processes, the fluid that is left is called urine. The process ensures that only waste and excess water are removed from the body after three processes. So what is going on? You will see here in this diagram. You will see here what are the three processes are going on. Number one was filtration. So this is called Bowman's capsule, and this is glomerular capillaries. So the blood enters with a high pressure, and it filters out the substances here. So this is called filtration, ultrafiltration. And second step is reabsorption. As many of the substances they are filtered out, the water, glucose, and many other substances that are useful for the body, they are also filtered out. So these are again reabsorbed by the capillaries, tubular, peritubular capillaries. So this is called reabsorption here. First filtration, then second step reabsorption. Then some substance which cannot be filtered out from here to the Bowman's capsule, they are also present in this tube. So they are secreted out to the Bowman's capsule, other tubule that is going down. So this step is showing filtration, this step is showing reabsorption, and this third step is showing secretion, because many substances which are harmful still are present in this tube. They are again secreted out to the tube. So after these three processes, the fluid is left in this tube, that is called urine, and this goes down to the collecting duct. See here the structure also again. This is a site of filtration. Okay, then after filtration, many useful substances are present in this portion, Bowman's capsule, and then these convoluted tube, proximal convoluted tube, reabsorption takes place here, reabsorption mainly, and the substances which are still harmful and present in this tube, which is coming, this one. So these substances are secreted out from this tube to this yellow colored tube. So exchange of substances is taking place between two tubes here. Okay, so filtration, then reabsorption and secretion of harmful substances to the this tube, convoluted tube. So after three steps, after going to the distal convoluted tube, this opens into the collecting duct here. So ultrafiltration, reabsorption and secretion, they are the three steps of urine formation in human. So process of excretion you will study here. And now this diagram is showing three steps of urine formation, and three steps are there. And after that you will also study in this section the excretion in plants. So now see, plants also produce many toxic substances, many metabolic waste are there. So how they get rid of them? So number one, you see here, many plant waste products are stored in vacuoles of the cell. So vacuoles, they store many substances, those are waste, they store into the vacuoles. And some waste products are stored in the leaves also, and whenever the leaves fall off, the materials they get rid out from them, And third one, some waste products such as resin, gums, stored in especially non-functional xylems. The old xylem is also storing these waste products into the xylem. And fourth one, some waste products such as tannin, resins, gums stored in bark of the tree. Thereafter they are removed when this peeling off. And fifth one, plants also excrete some waste substances through roots into the soil also. Excess water, sixth one, excess water is get rid by the plants by the process of transpiration. So excess water by transpiration, and O2 can be considered as waste products removed by diffusion throughout the stomata. Actually, CO2, if it is in excess, it can also be excreted out by the stomata. So O2 and CO2 through stomata, water through stomata, transpiration, and some waste materials through the roots, some by the stored by the old xylems, and some by the leaves, and some are stored in the vacuoles in the plants, in the plant cell. So you will see here how they are get riding of these waste materials, those are produced during metabolic activities. Number one, how they are getting rid of these through vacuoles, leaves, old xylems stored in bark also, and through the roots, excess water, transpiration through the stomata, and O2 and CO2 by the stomata. So this is the process of excretion in plants, how they are getting rid of these waste materials. Okay, so excretion in plants, excretion in human beings, these you will study in this topic. Okay, and one topic also here, the artificial kidneys, you will also study in this section the artificial kidneys here, that is called hemodialysis. Whenever the kidneys are damaged due to the infection or any other reason, so if any person is kidney not functioning properly, then there is need of dialysis, that is called hemodialysis, and it is done by artificial kidneys. So you see here, this is the structure of artificial kidneys. It is made up of semi permeable tubes, lining suspended in the tank filled with dialyzing fluid. So this tank is here, it is containing dialyzing fluid and tubes are there. These are semi permeable, and the fluid that is in a tank is having the same osmotic pressure that is of blood, only it is the devoid of the nitrogenous substances. So the nitrogen substances, the urea, that is diffuses out from the blood to the dialyzing fluid, and in this way the dialyzing fluid contains urea from the blood, and the blood loses its nitrogen waste into the dialyzing fluid, and the blood again pump to the human body. So through the arteries, blood is collected and sent to the dialyzing fluid, dialyzing machine, and from there it is taken back through the veins. Through vein it is again pumped to the body. So in this way the nitrogenous waste are removed from the blood. If any person's kidneys are not functioning properly, then artificial kidney is used to remove the nitrogenous waste from the blood. Okay, so this is a structure of artificial kidney. It is used to remove the nitrogen waste whenever the kidneys are not working properly in human beings. This is known as hemodialysis. Thank you.